It's Dubon 92. It's Jono and Joy, J-Dog, on the Big Breakfast this morning. Sorry for changing it yet again, Joy. I'm coming back to that. Now, if I was to say one word, you would instantly know what I'm talking about. If I said Alfred, you'd know exactly who I was referring to. And then if I followed it up with everyone knows what it is. Insurance Market. And Malcolm Wright's the General Manager with Global Benefit Practice at Insurance Market and joins us in the studio this morning. Malcolm, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Good morning. Thank you for entertaining us today.
Well, no, because you're with a brand that it's so synonymous, and obviously you guys are huge sponsors with us as well. So we hear Insurance Market a lot. So it must be exciting to work with a brand that's already so well known, because they're a huge brand.
Exactly. I mean, it's recognised as a super brand, here in the UAE, but also it's a global recognition as well. But yeah, I mean, it takes time to build a brand.
It really does.
So at the end of the day, piggybacking on that also transcends not only insurance, but employee benefits, all of those things.
And that's something that we're going to talk about, because I guess it's one of the big concerns for expats, having medical insurance, but having one that works wherever you go. It's one of those things that it's always in the back of your mind. Anytime you travel, anytime you're anywhere else in the world, am I covered? And that's what you're doing right now, right? Is working on that for expats.
Yeah, correct. So we're setting up the global benefits practice because, the high concentration of expatriates, in the UAE, as we well know, it's like 85%. And, we've had the population of the UAE has grown by 200,000 since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So that's, high net worth individuals. It could be, people, entrepreneurs setting up businesses. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, there's a need for that home country cover, or just the ability for certain surgeries or certain treatments to be able to go or have the option to go elsewhere.
Now, as you said, many people here, there's the usual mass exodus, and less now than before, but the mass exodus during the summer months where people will travel for an extended period. Maybe they'll go back home, maybe they'll go travelling around the world. So I guess it's important to have that coverage. But currently speaking, and I know from my point of view, how well typically does a normal insurance policy that you hold locally hold up in a situation whereby you're in a different country and you need medical assistance?
Well, it basically just doesn't work.
Right.
Because it doesn't have the support behind it. So once you go cross-border, for example, there's going to be no global hospital network.
Yeah.
So everything's going to have to be paid out of pocket. There's going to be no assistance, so no medical evacuation, repatriation. That's all domestic, insurance providers aren't set up for that. So it will fall down very quickly.
So, because my concern is always if something happened, and touch wood, and I've never had the issue, but this is always never say never, isn't it? If I was away and something was to happen, how do Insurance Market make sure that I've got coverage? Like, how are you guys making sure that I'm going to be okay?
Well, ultimately, it's listening to you and what are your wants and your needs, right? Because there's probably about 15 international private medical insurers out there. Yeah. But then there's some that are more global than others, some are more regional, and then you've had some local partners kind of extend to regional coverage. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, it's about listening to you as the customer, saying, okay, what are your wants and needs? As far as what are you looking for cover for? Obviously, you're going to have the core medical benefits, and then you can have dental, vision, wellness, health and well-being, those type of things, preventative things that we can add on as well.
What the concern is for a lot of people, financially speaking, at the time when you travel, you need to pay up front. A lot of insurances, you need to pay up front and then you get that money back. And sometimes that process can be a little bit convoluted. Now, I know, because I'm an Insurance Market customer, I know from having made a claim in the past for the car, just how quick and easy it was. It wasn't an issue. What are you guys going to do with the health insurance to make sure that it's easier? Is it direct billing? Is it just going to be a quick turnaround on the payment back? What's the story?
So same thing. So exactly. So we've got our own digital platform to administer the claims, to make it easy for the customer. But ultimately, the network sits with the provider, with the insurer. Mm-hmm. So whoever the insurance policy you hold, the network sits with them. You've probably heard the reference to TPAs here, third-party administrators, that work on behalf of the insurers for guarantees of payment, and anything that when there's any treatment that's being carried out.
So that's the important part, is to make sure that you're covered as well. If I do want to get started on something like this, how would I go about it? How would I reach out to you guys to actually get this sorted and get the ball rolling on it?
Yeah, well, the global benefits practice at the moment is just me.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of recruiting.
Just call him direct.
Yes, just call me direct, right? Reach out however you like. But no, obviously you can go onto the InsuranceMarket.ae website. There's a health vertical there you can go into, and then put your details in, and then somebody will reach out to you from our health team today until we get the specialized global benefit practice team set up.
So it's such a clever idea, and again, it's something that, because every time I travel I have to take out insurance, and every time you're going somewhere it's maybe a different insurance policy depending on where you're going and everything. So I think we kind of need this one-stop solution, because same like a lot of people who are employed here, I have a very limited international coverage. Regionally, not bad, but like internationally, almost non-existent. And I always feel underprotected when I travel. So this is the solution for that, right?
Yeah, well, also you have to remember that there's a medical policy, which is one thing, but you should always really top that up with a travel policy as well. Because, so that's going to cover you for some emergency things as well when you're traveling, be it health related or the normal travel things, travel trip delay, cancellation, all et cetera, but they actually go hand in hand. Right. Having one that allows you to elect to have treatment where you're going to have that, from a medical policy perspective, and the other one is for emergencies, from a travel perspective. So it's always good to have both.
When you tell people that you're working for Insurance Market, what's their reaction normally? How do they react to you? Because I know when we mention it, certainly we get people coming back about Alfred, about the song, about everything, right?
Well, that's the thing. It's Alfred, right? So again, it's dependable. It's having a little bit of fun with insurance, right? And at the end of the day, right, insurance isn't one of those things that you're like, oh wow, it's kind of a must-have necessity. Yeah. And if you can have a bit of fun with it, make it, Alfred, like you say, he's reliable, he's dependable, and it just adds a different element, to insurance as an industry, then why not?
So it's very much like when English-speaking people say the word Hoover, instantly they're talking about a vacuum cleaner. Yeah. But the brand is so big, Hoover as a brand is so big that it's now superseded the actual vacuum cleaner, so to speak. And other ones that are off-brand are also called Hoover as well, because that's how big it is. Yes. Has that happened for Insurance Market? Is that effectively what's happened? You think insurance, you automatically think of your brand.
Well, that's what I said. So again, if you're any of the multinational firms here, right, you're a HR director, you're incumbents or anything like that, you would know who those medical insurance brokers are in that space. Mm-hmm. Insurance Market transcends that, because people are already familiar. So they might be in a completely different role, but they'll know Insurance Market, they'll know Alfred, and they think, oh, okay. And your automatic natural ability is to think, oh, okay, let me reach out, because I'm not sure what they do, but let me find out what they do. And we've got all these different verticals that cover everything from health to motor to business insurance, you name it. Yeah. So it does transcend that, and like you say, the brand is powerful.
That's what I think. The brand is so huge at this stage. But before I let you go, does Alfred answer to anyone? Because I just wonder, who's his direct line manager? Like, if he got KPIs to hit, or does he just is he renegade doing his own thing there at the top?
Well, I'd be sharing too many secrets on that one. So
because we asked ChatGPT, we were doing this morning. Tell ChatGPT what does it know about Alfred? Not a lot, just that he runs InsuranceMarket.ae. No other information about Alfred was present.
Well, I will tell you that we do have Alfred GPT.
Yeah.
So,
really?
So we're a digital platform when I joined 2 months ago, but now we're an AI first platform. So within house, we have a Alfred GPT that's obviously, like anything, it's learning as it goes. So the more we use it, the better it will become. So he's already ingrained in the AI world.
I want that to be the new one that I go to. I'm going to chuck out ChatGPT and pay for a subscription to Alfred. Well, look, it's been a pleasure to chat to you. I think it's been insightful as well, and certainly heading into the summer months while people are getting ready to travel, it's something that'll be to the fore of a lot of people's minds. So thanks for, first of all, explaining it to us, and second of all, giving us the details about what InsuranceMarket.ae can do to help us. Malcolm Wright, thank you for popping in and having a chat with us this morning.
Thank you again.
Malcolm Wright, Global Benefits Practice General Manager with InsuranceMarket.ae.
InsuranceMarket.ae